This was supposed to be a 9-day loop ride from Rotorua back to Rotorua, but because of commitments, we could only do the first 4 days from Rotorua to Taumarunui. Yesterday, I drove the van and trailer down and had the motorbike in the trailer and then rode the motorbike back. The final 5 days from Taumarunui to Rotorua we will do when the weather and commitments permit. We're riding through the Nakuru Waikiki Valley area at the moment, which is one of my favourite areas to ride when we're at home. Rotorua rock or mountain is a volcanic plug and tends to dominate the landscape. Over the years we've ridden this route to and from Taumarunui numerous times, and it never fails to delight and surprise us each time we do it. We are now going to cross over the Ohakuri Dam, which was built in 1961. The lake you are looking at now, the Ohakuri Lake, is the largest artificial lake on the Waikato River system. After crossing the dam, we found ourselves a beautiful lunch spot with lovely views looking up Lake Ohakuri. After a short stint on State Highway 1, we turn into the Taumarunui village, which was originally built to service the Taumarunui Dam. The Taumarunui Dam was first commissioned in 1958. It is here where we hook into the Waikato River Trail that will take us right through to Whakamaru. I have no idea why Sue rode over that far side of the track instead of on the hard stuff in the middle. Durham Point Reserve is where we're spending tonight in the tent. It is a freedom camping area run by the South Waikato District Council. If you stay longer than 2 nights, you need to get a permit. We awoke to a beautiful morning, and after normal Kent stuff like having breakfast, packing up the tent, we headed out towards Whakamaru. The Whakamaru Dam was started being built in 1949 and finished in 1951. We did stop at the Whakamaru Dam Cafe for a coffee and a second breakfast. I didn't video it for some reason or another. Maybe we were just so desperate for that coffee. We continued on State Highway 30, but it being February the 29th and the computers not being set to take up that extra day, a lot of the fuel stops were out of action, and so the truck timetables were all haywire. This meant that trucks that would have started at 5 o'clock in the morning didn't, and so there were a lot more trucks on the road at the time we were on the road. We just pulled over to the side, as you can see Sue doing there, and let them go by. There is a more back road route, but it was longer and hillier, so we decided from our past experience that this road would be a good option, but we just chose the wrong day. Puncture number 3 with only 3.5 kilometres to go. Well, we made it. Maybe not the best day we've ever had on the bike, but still very enjoyable. We would both highly recommend the Rotorua cabins to stay at, and we will use them again if we're ever passing this way. Rotorua Village is a thriving community, started in 1945 and lasted until 1987. It was based around the timber milling industry and built and looked after by the New Zealand Forest Service. We have both been really looking forward to seeing that sign because we know Jill's hut with beautiful coffee and amazing food is only a very short distance away. Benidale was established in 1940 by the New Zealand government as a township to support the local coal mine, and initially named Benidale for Mr. Charlie Benny, Under Secretary of Mines, and Mr. Thomas Dale, the mine superintendent. The name was officially altered to be Maniatiti Benidale in 2019. We've already turned off State Highway 30 and are riding along Waimiha Road on the way to Oamaru. We've ridden this road many times in both directions and it never disappoints. It's one of the main reasons I prefer it to riding the timber trail. Beautiful views and awesome road. Waimiha is now a shadow of its former self. In the 1920s, there were general stores, boarding houses, stables, a post office, butchery and a cinema. Now there are just a few houses and the old school that isn't used anymore. We turn off onto Ongaroo Village Road and make our way to the Bennett Road Car Park campsite. This is where the timber trail either ends or starts, depending which way you're doing it, and as you can see from the vehicles around, it's a very popular ride. It is a lovely place to camp with a shelter, completely enclosed room with running water and a sink, and believe it or not, 2 beautiful flush toilets. We awake to another beautiful morning and then start to make our way to Taumarunui. Once in Taumarunui, we make a beeline straight for our favourite Calf Restaurant 75. Amazing pies and lovely coffee. Now all that was left to do was ride another 7 k's out of town to our friend's place where I'd left the van, and then load up and drive home. This has been a longer video than normal, going over 4 days, so thank you very much for watching, and hopefully you'll join us when we complete the loop.